Hey guys, and welcome to a prank episode. Today I'm doing Green Day. So, without further ado, I think we should just get into the thing. Anyways, this is the first episode. I'm going to do Circle of the Bench. I need a haircut. Don't care about that yet, though. Yes. And let's get into number 13. The 13 Green Day. But before that, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment on the video. What band should do next? Bye! Alrighty guys, so number 13 is Father of All Fuckers. There are many problems with this album. Number 1, it's way more pop-oriented. Green Day is punk-oriented more than pop. You can see this on the 4th track, Meet Me on the Roof. The 2nd track, Fire Ready Aim. And the opening track, Father of All, the most. Another problem I have with it is it has way too much reverb. As you can tell, with the 5th track, I was a teenager. And the 9th track, Take the Money and Crawl. I mean, the only track I liked it on is the 10th track, which was Graffitia, and that is one of my favorite tracks on here. Another one is Junkies on High. I think that one is very, very cool and very good. My favorite on this album, though, is Sugar Youth. That's the most Green Day-esque song on the thing. The only song I didn't mention yet is Oh Yeah. Also, Stab You in the Heart. Stab You in the Heart would be a close 4 for me. And Oh Yeah, it's really just drums oriented. At least it doesn't have any crappy reverb. But it'd probably be my number 5. Anyway, that's Father of All. Oh, overhyped mess.
Oh, we're so crazy, you've all gone insane, lost control.
Alright, so number 12 is Uno. It's definitely the lowest part, besides Father of All in Green Day's career. Alrighty, let's go through some of the reasons why. First of all, it's another one on the poppier side, as we see from songs like the infamous starts with "Fell for You," and that those lyrics are just cheesy. Literally, look at the song lyrics. That's just cheesy. Troublemaker, it's another one that's just loss of control, bland AF. Angel Blue has struggles the same problems as that. Rusty James, not really a big fan of. Oh Love is a little bit over put up because it was the only single of this album. But I do still like it. It's the acoustic one. Stay the Night and Sweet 16 I think are okay. Let Yourself Go, Carpe Diem, Nuclear Family are definitely my favorites on this album, my top 3. Now that means we still have Kill the DJ. It is my least favorite on this album. Why? Why did they do this? And literally, at the end, it's just saying, someone killed the DJ, shoot the DJ. It's just saying that over and over again. It's like the chorus repeating like 20 times in one song. And you know what makes it worse? This song is almost 4 minutes long. So, Uno is definitely the worst of the trilogy. That's all it is.
Everything that I want from you, but I just can't have you. Everything that I need from you, but I just can't have you.
Alright, number 11 is Dos. It's better than Uno. I'm just gonna say that. It's definitely not better than Trey or the rest of the albums before that. I mean, after Trey, you already know what the next choice is. Anyways, let's talk about Doves. Nightlife is the worst song Green Day's ever released. So we already got that one out of the way. Amy, great ballad, decent closer. Steve's Night, it's just a short opener. It's just above a minute. There's literally a song called Time, and it is another one of the songs I don't like. Lady Cobra, another one of the songs I don't like. Songs like Ashley, Baby Eyes, they just all blend together in my mind. Wow, That's Loud is another decent one. I put it in the same category as, it's a song called Stop When the Red Lights Flash. I think that Stop When the Red Lights Flash is a little bit better than Wow That's Loud, but that's just personally my opinion. But tracks 4 through 7 are fantastic. Lazy Bones, the fourth one, Wild One is the fifth one. Sixth track is Make Out Party, and the seventh track, Stray Heart. Stray Heart is my favorite on this album, and will always be. Dose, overall, is supposed to be a garage rock album. It's not. Although it's just way better. It's just better than Uno.
Old toys, this plastic heart. Lovers and fools are tearing me apart.
So number 10 is Trey. It's the best of the trilogy, in my opinion. Although that really doesn't mean anything, because the trilogy overall is, and Father of All, are just way lower than anything else they've ever released, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't be that picky, I mean, it's alright. It's something. Now, it's supposed to be, I forgot to mention this in the other parts, but before the party was supposed to be Uno, during the party is Dose, and then after the party is Trey. I think this is the most after-party-ish thing they can do, because they pretty much put all the ballads and stuff on here. Like, it's the closing track and the opening track, Brutal Love and Forgotten. Brutal Love is a fantastic thing that just gets straight to the point, while the Forgotten is a soft ballad. Dirty Rotten Bastards is a multi-part epic, along with Amanda, although Amanda is probably down there, lower down there, same thing with the Forgotten. 99 Revolution is just a bland song, along with songs like A Little Boy Named Train, which is my least favorite. X-Kid is my favorite song on this album completely. Missing You is okay. Drama Queen is, no. I don't really like that song that much. Walk Away, again, same thing with that. And Sex, Drugs, and Violence is the second worst. Overall, Trey is okay. It's decent. But it is number 10.
I look into the past and I want to make it last. I was there.
Alright, so number 9 is 39 Smooth, their debut album from 1990. This thing, there's many reasons. It sounds like a demo album. There's 10 songs. Let's see where my favorites are. My favorite song on this whole album is going to pass like what? Some more of my favorites are the opening track, At the Library. The third track, I Was There. Some more other tracks interest me. Songs like Don't Leave Me with a roaring chorus, Disappearing Boy with a lyric. Green Day's self-titled track, Rocks Out. And it is the Green Day self-titled track, literally called Green Day. Songs I haven't talked about, 16 is just a lesser version of Walking Contradiction. Road to Acceptance and Rest are my least favorites on this album for many reasons. They're just at more of what they did before. And then The Judge's Daughter is a very interesting way to close the album. It's a very intriguing song. And then as soon as it started, it ended, as the song is only 2 minutes and 20 seconds with some guitar strokes. Anyways, 39 Smooth. What do I think of 39 Smooth? Well, it is like a demo album. It's just 3 dudes rocking out the classic Green Day. And that's what it is.
Give me something to do to kill some time. Take me to that place that I gone. Take away the strains of being lonely. Take me to the tracks that
Number 8 is Kerplunk. This is still at less than Green Day before they even popped out. They're still on Lookout Records. The CD version is 16 tracks, but we're only going over the original version with 12 tracks like we did with 39 Smooth. Anyways, let's get started. Christine Road, great. Fantastic. Same thing with 1,000 Light Years Away. The first 4 songs, you just rattle them off like that. One for the Razorbacks, underrated. The demo of Welcome to Paradise, Christine Road is fantastic. You can't forget about 1,000 Light Years Away, which might be the best song on this album. Then we have 80, which is very, very underrated. I really enjoyed this track. Uro Holden Caulfield brings a little bit of Billy with another dude named Caulfield, obviously. And then we get to the songs I'm not a fan of. Words I Might Have Ate. Private Ale. No One Knows. One of My Lies is okay. Sounds something fantastic. Same thing with Android. I think I covered all the songs there. So Kerplunk, step up from 39 Smooth, but still below the other 7. So number 7 is Revolution Radio. Personally, for me, Revolution Radio is the albums that Uno, especially Uno, was trying to be a great pop punk album. I mean, if we go through the track list, there's a bunch of fantastic songs stemming from all the singles like Revolution Radio and Bang Bang to the always fantastic Still Breathing, the closer Ordinary World, to the multi-part epic Forever Now. There is a bunch of other songs on here. Songs like Troubled Times, Outlaws, Bouncing Off the Walls is my favorite though. Somewhere Now. And then we get to my least favorite songs, Too Dumb to Die and Say Goodbye. Low key, to be honest, they are the slowest songs on this album, besides Ordinary World, but Ordinary World is an acoustic. I mean, those 2 songs are just up and just going so slow. It's just like they were purposely trying to make it slow. Anyways, Revolution Radio is a really good album from the only one from the best one since 21st Century Breakdown. Speaking of which,
run away from the river to the street and find yourself with your face in the gutter. You're saved for the Salvation Army. There is no place like home. We got no place to go.
So, number 6 is 21st Century Breakdown, the awkward number 6, the one that no one wants to talk about. This is the first big album we have to talk about, so we're going to go song by song quickly through it. We open up with Song of the Century, and it's my least favorite because it's only a minute long of just static and singing. Now we go to one of the best songs on the album, 21st Century Breakdown, the title track. Of course, it has to be one of the best songs of the album. Know Your Enemy is getting as stale as hell. It's just repetitive AF, although I just feel in the middle about it. Viva Gloria is awesome. For the Lobotomy, fantastic. There is Kristen's Inferno, which is my least favorite original. My least favorite track that's over a minute long on this album. It just recycles fantasticness. Last Night on Earth is one of the best ballads I've ever heard from Green Day. East Jesus Nowhere is also a really fantastic rocker. Peacemaker is very intriguing. That's all I gotta say. I do like it though. I mean, it's not as good as the other ones. Lastly, American Girl's a little bit bland, but all in all, okay. Same thing with Murder City. Although I do like it more than I think I like it on the same way as I like Peacemaker. Viva la Glory, Little Girl, oh, awesome. Restless Heart Syndrome, way underrated AF. Definitely underrated. Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. I used to not like it. Now I like it. On the same point as I do Murder City and Peacemaker. The Static Age. It's very bland and boring. Along with put See the Light down there as well. American Eulogy is another one of those fantastic multi-part songs, although this might be my least favorite of all of them. But that's not saying much, because it still is a pretty good song. And then 21 Guns is fantastic, of course. 21st Century Breakdown, a lesser American Idiot. Alright, so number 5 is Insomniac. This is just the lesser Dookie. Some songs seem like they're scrapping that. As You Fool Who. I forgot the song. Oh yeah. 86 is the main one there. There is also songs like Taiwan Hill, Westbound Sign, Avenue. I'm not really a big fan of it, but that's aight. And then there's like the classics, Brain Stew, Geek Stink Breath. Walking Contradiction is an underrated song off of this album. You also got Jaded, which is paired with Brain Stew. Panic Song, another underrated song with a great build-up, and I've never seen someone play the bass that much as Mike Dird. Stuck With Me, which was a single. It's alright. Then Brat, Armitage Shanks as well. Both of them are alright for me. Favorites are my favorites.
If my mama's got a church on Sunday, will you go with me on Friday night? If you live with me, I'll die for you and this compromise.
Yes, Warning is my number 4, which means you already know what my top 3 are. But Warning, why Warning? Well, personally, this used to be my least favorite album of them all. Like, I would put it at number 9, from number 7 to number 9, and I mean, it is. And then I eventually moved it up to number 6, and now it's in the top 5 at number 4, in fact. So, yeah. Let's go through the tracks and see why the 2000 Green Day album with 12 tracks is fantastic. First of all, it's one of the best ballads I've ever seen. Macy's Day Parade, The Closer. Warning, another track on warnings of several things. Minority. This might be my favorite song on the whole album. There's also songs like Waiting, the pop tune, which I actually like from Green Day. I'm talking about You, Father of All. Especially you. And Uno. Although I did like Uno's. Anyways. Let's not get sidetracked here. Blood, Sex, and Booze. I think that's a very underrated track, along with Church on Sunday, and Castaway. This whole album is underrated. Fashion Victim is my least favorite, though, and so is Misery. Those two would be at the bottom for me. Deadbeat Holiday is okay. Hold On, pretty good as well. But Jackass is another underrated song. Warning is just an underrated album. That's all it is. Hey guys, so number 3 is Scattered. Like my brain right now. It's actually Nimrod. Nimrod is the most underrated Green Day album you will ever see. And yeah, it's definitely not going to pass the two most classic Green Day albums ever, but it is passing every other album that we've seen so far. Anyways, Nimrod is a number behemoth 18 song. It was released in 1997. Let's get into the songs. Nice Guys Finish Last is a nice popular tune, while Hitchin' a Ride is some very, very experimental things with pianos and bass build-ups, which are fantastic. It's screaming. I love screaming. Screaming is fun. And I really enjoyed that song. The Grouch. The next tracks I named are all just okay. Songs like The Grouch, All the Time. There's also Redundant in there. Scattered is a very underrated track. I enjoyed that one so much. I really love it. Then we go back again to Worry Rock, and that one's just good. And then you have Platypus I Hate You, which is one of the best songs on this album as well. Very underrated to go along with it. Reject, it's okay. Strident is an instrumental, which means it's my least favorite, although it is a pretty good instrumental in itself. Jinx and Ashinka are just okay twin songs. Walking Alone is a decent harmonica-driven tune. Then you have Take Back, and that is really punky and screamy. It's scary. King for a Day is a crazy good tune. I also think that Take Back and King for a Day and Prosthetic Head, the closer, are all underrated. They're all just mellow song. Well, Prosthetic Head is just like a mellow song. King for a Day is a crazy song. And then even crazier is Take Back. Good Riddance, Time of Your Life is always a pretty good song, except for it's getting a little bit overplayed. And there's one song I haven't mentioned. Uptight. And it has a decent chorus, but all in all, it's just okay. So Nimrod is very underrated. That's it.
I declare I don't care no more. I'm running up and out and growing bored with my smoked out boring room.
I mean, who saw this coming? This is widely known as one of the best pop-punk albums ever. The best pop-punk album ever. Dookie from 1994. Green Day has two classic albums. I like one a little bit, American Idiot a little bit more, but we'll get to that soon. Anyway, let's break down why Dookie is one of my favorites. First, we're gonna go through all the classic songs. There's fantastic songs line all this album. Burnout is the opening track, and it really starts out with a really good opening chord and lyric. Then we go to Chump and Having a Blast. They're just alright songs. But Longview, Welcome to Paradise are very great classics. Basket Case and She are also very great classics, while Pulling Teeth is a very underrated, funny song. Then we go to Sassafras Roots, which is a poppier tune, and that just leaves it okay. When I Come Around is a really fantastic song, like really fantastic. And it's also one of those greater like single ones. Coming Clean and FOD / All By Myself, aka All By Myself and FOD and Coming Clean, are all very underrated. While my least favorite song on the whole album is In the End. It's still okay. It's a pretty decent track. A Minus Sleep is also just an okay track. Anyways, Dookie will be one of the best albums forever. I'm calling it.
It's not over till you rise to ground. It's not over before it's too late. It's city's burning. It's not my burden. It's not over before it's too late. There's no film until when lies.
What do you think was gonna be number one? I've been talking about how my favorite album, one of my favorite albums ever is American Idiot. And now this is gonna be the longest segment because I have a lot to say about this. First of all, you start out with the title track, which is dropped in, along with my favorites, along with tracks like Jesus of Suburbia, Holiday Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Those tracks have dropped down because I just love every track on this album so much. Are We the Waiting? Fantastic. It's a nice slow burner and way better than the ones on Revolution Radio, Too Dumb to Die, and Say Goodbye. Then we have Same Jimmy Bring It Back Up Again, only for it to be back down again in the 7th track, Give Me Novocaine, which is fantastic chorus. Then you have She's a Rebel, which is a heavy rock tune. You have Extraordinary Girl, which has a very interesting intro with the bongos, although that is my least favorite song on here. It's still fantastic. I mean, I adore it. Letter Bomb is my favorite song on this album. It is really fantastic. I mean, I'm just saying, come on. Whoever doesn't like this song, it's fantastic. Wake Me Up When September Ends is another one of the slow burners that used to be up higher in my list, but it's still a pretty good tune, you know. The more I think about it, the more I keep putting it higher and higher, so I'm just thinking about it. The last two tracks are Homecoming, the longest track Green Day has ever released at a whopping 9 minutes and 20 seconds. This song is another one of my favorites on this album. I probably would put it at number 2. Shortly followed by, this is What's Her Name, the final track, which I'd put at number 3. Let's go back to Homecoming for a sec. The long parts, I love the 2-minute long outro where all they're saying is home, we're coming home again, with other Billy Joe Armstrong singing. And then, don't forget Trey and Mike Dirt both sing on this track. And then they also bring back a reference to Letter Bomb. And now we go to What's Her Name. I like how it starts very slow and mysterious in the front, and then it just gets roaring halfway through the track and stays there throughout the whole time. American Idiot will always be one of my favorite albums of all time, and a classic album forever. I'm calling this 2. So thank you guys for watching. This took a long time to make, and I really appreciate it. One more time, if you click subscribe, like, comment, and share the video. As you can tell, I actually really tried to do my best at editing. So, we're gonna see you in the next video. Bye.